This is Josh from Blog of Speed, and we're in a 2012 Mercedes SLS AMG Roadster. This car has a 6.2 liter V8, about 580 horsepower, give or take. It's a pretty great car. I really like the powertrain. Hopefully you'll get to hear it in a minute. The car's a lot louder than I thought it would be in a good way. It really is quite a muscle car. It backfires, it's loud, it's ridiculous, it's quite a car. Not really typical Mercedes. It has a dual clutch transmission in the back rather than the conventional automatic. Huge NA 6.2 liter V8, revs all the way up to 7,500. Sounds amazing getting there. Sounds great down low also. It's got this American grunt to it. The Germans really do a V8 well. This car has quite a few options. Base price of the SLS starts at around $206,000. The car I'm testing is about $260,000. Among those options are black AMG Performance wheels, carbon fiber packages both in the cabin and under hood, Bang & Olufsen stereo, this beautiful ivory AMG leather. If it were my car, I'd have a black coupe, but I'm not complaining. So the reason I have you guys here is just to give you an intro to the car and give you my first impressions. I'm pretty impressed with the car. It has no electronic damping suspension, just one setting. It's stiff but quite comfortable. It's sporty like you'd expect it to be. The cabin is a bit small, but it feels good. It doesn't feel like you're cramped. It's a really nice place to drive, nice place to be. There are premium materials like carbon fiber, the deviated stitching on the leather, the stainless grille, as you can see, on the Bang & Olufsen stereo back here, and the stereo is quite good. This car really, I think, is about powertrain. I know I mentioned the V8 before, but just the sound is amazing. Of note, the dual clutch transmission, which is mounted in the back in this application. I'm a big fan of it. In comfort or sport mode, it's in sport mode right now, it's very comfortable, shifts very well, very quickly, shifts comfortably. It's a pleasure to drive around. I'm actually in Miami traffic right now. It's about 5:45, and traffic's really heavy. I brought my GoPro along to show you guys how this car does in daily driven situations. Because let's face it, people who buy these cars aren't necessarily going to take them to a racetrack right away and all the time. An open top car like this really deserves to be driven around and enjoyed in the summer up north, or like down here in the winter. It's about 81 degrees, very nice weather. This car is a joy. Also, for those of you in the Northeast, when it's a little chilly, this car has Mercedes scarf system. What it does is there are vents back here in the seat, and they blow out warm air onto your neck, so you're not too chilly if you're driving with the top down in not so great weather. Other notable features, the car does have a Sport Plus mode. I think the throttle is a bit touchy for driving around. Sport seems to be perfect. The controls are nicely laid out. There are buttons for things. It does not have a touchscreen. It's simple, it's easy to use, and it's pretty high quality. Other great features, the blind spot monitoring system on this car is especially useful, as well as the rear view camera. This hump in the rear really doesn't aid rearward visibility. It's not great, and as usual with convertibles, the visibility when the top is up on your corners is quite poor. So kudos to Mercedes for including the blind spot monitoring system. Also, when you're on the highway or driving around, if someone is in your blind spot and you turn your blinker on, it'll beep at you to warn you that there's a car does make the trunk a little hot, so keep that in mind if your nearest grocery store is not right near you. But overall, pretty cool car. I'm looking forward to seeing how I feel when I get more miles on it. But this has been a Blog of Speed video. I'm Josh. Thanks for watching.